Okay, I'm filming now. Okay, I'm with a guest today. This is Watch Fanatic here. You might recognise him.
Filming with the front camera. Good morning, guys.
Yeah, 4K.
Wow, I'm not usually in 4K. I prefer 1080 because in 1080 I look a bit younger.
Well, we can keep it to 1080 for you.
All right. Are we
So-
gonna walk and talk, or
Yeah,
are we
we'll
gonna-
walk and talk.
Is the camera just gonna be on me?
Yeah. So what we're doing is Mr. Baldr here. He's visiting Canterbury for the day.
I am. I just saw the Canterbury cathedral where Thomas Becket was savagely stabbed by the agents of the kings, and I saw the grave of the Black Prince. It was really cool.
Yes, we had a good look round there. We've just been for a quick drink at the Pound at the Westgate Towers. And you may notice this is a watch channel. I'm wearing my Moon's watch at the moment. But Mr. Baldr doesn't wear a watch.
I'm not a watch guy, and I don't know. Can I slander watches here on the watch channel?
You can.
I don't like watches. Watches are a scam.
Well, there you go. You've heard it from.
That's it.
Watches
Well,
are they.
It's like you want me to elaborate.
Yeah.
You
Watches
want
are a
me to
scam.
go on an anti-watch rant here? Okay. I don't like to wear a watch because I think a watch is a waste of money, and I would rather spend my money traveling.
Well, that is definitely a good way to spend your money, without a
I'm
doubt.
not exactly ingratiating myself here with
No.
the watch audience, am I?
And this is why I picked Harald for my watch channel, because I knew he'd give us such a good insight into why we shouldn't be wearing watches.
No, so why do you wear a watch?
Right, well, mainly because I like watches. Always worn watches. I feel a bit naked without a watch. I like all the different designs of the watches. And
How old were you when you got your first watch?
well, again, I was very young, probably about 8, and someone gave me my first watch. Probably one of those Casio little digital watch.
I think it was the same. My grandfather gave me a watch when I was 6 or 7, and I did used to wear one actually, but I had some kind of allergy.
Yeah, this that brings
maybe
me back.
that's how I became a watch hater. I was young and I had
Yes.
some kind of a material in the watch.
You've got the same thing as me. It will be nickel allergy. I had the same thing. Someone gave me a watch when I was very young, and it
Bringing
was
back my childhood trauma.
Yeah,
You know why
it was-
I'm an anti-watch man.
yeah.
This is how it started.
Well, this is probably why now I collect watches. I have to be very careful and make sure I do not buy watches that have got nickel in the straps, because they give me a rash. So they've got to be stainless steel or gold plated, or silver. Well, you don't really get silver, do you? Or like this one, it's got a cloth strap. That's not going to set my allergies off. But yeah, if you've got an allergy to nickel, you start getting a rash, little spotty rash on your wrist that gets itchy. Is what you probably remember having, and why you hate watches so much.
Does that mean that he gave me a cheap watch?
No, what?
Just
Yeah,
has
what
nickel
that?
in it?
Yeah, so what you had is something probably with a fake gold coating that had nickel in it. So, or it was chrome, because chrome has nickel in it, and that can create an allergy as well.
It was not something fancy, but I do remember it was like a birthday present and so on. It
Yeah.
was nothing super.
Maybe
expensive,
we
but
can get Harold back into watches. Now he knows what his Achilles
we
heel
cannot.
is.
We can certainly not get me into
Ah.
watches. You know how kind of once you're past
He's certainly traumatized by
past
his
40,
experience.
you kind of set in your ways.
Yeah.
You know.
You'd probably feel weird you wearing a watch now. You think, what's this weight on my wrist? You know?
I mean, if someone gave me actually someone once reached out to me and they wanted to give me a watch. It was a firm in Norway. It was kind of a fancy one. I can't remember the name of them. And also, I don't want to give them free publicity here on the watch channel.
Well,
because I did say no. They
Yes.
wanted to fly me out to Dubai
Wow.
at some watch conference, and they're kind of like, hey, what kind of style do you want? And they didn't say kind of like, we're giving you this watch for an
Yeah.
endorsement, but I mean, it was kind
Gotcha.
of
Yeah.
just read between the lines. Hey, we'll put you up in this hotel.
Yeah,
join
it's
us
quite
on
a
the
nice
watch-
offer.
Just join us. We love your channel. Join us at
Yeah.
our watch conference. I was like, this is not related at all. My channel with your watch.
yeah.
No, I just like.
And we know
I'm
Harold
not-
does not sell out. That
Not-
is
not
a man of
interested.
integrity. That is
I'm certainly
one
no sellout.
totally integral. So, yeah, well, that is an interesting story. That
Am I the first kind of like anti-watch man you've had on the watch
you're
channel?
my first person I've had on the watch channel. So
Oh, it's just you talking. And
yeah, it's
like
just
talking
mainly
about watches.
I'm just doing reviews on watches that I bought. So mainly vintage watches, some more modern watches.
Well, Well, we should have done this in front of a watch store or something then.
So that's me. People never see me on the channel. They just see my hands with a watch. So you're the first person that's ever been on my channel.
Ah, okay.
I'm usually just doing a review of a watch, you know?
So is that on a watch channel? Are you kind of like, it's about the aesthetics, it's about the quality, it's about kind of the vintage when it's
That's right. It's about a lot with me is I'm trawling eBay looking for a bargain vintage watch, and I'll buy it, and quite often I will not restore it, but perhaps clean it up, get it working if I can, and then I'll either keep it or I might set it back on. I'll do a video about it, and often quite a lot of my videos are on some more modern watches as well, which I will just keep in my collection. So that's what I'm kind of doing, just showing a lot of...
a big collection of...
Yeah, I've got about 30 watches, I think, at the moment, give or take. But yeah, a lot of them are older watches. I've got a couple of old Tudors, one old Tudor watch. I've got an old Longines, Tudor ones.
Investments then.
Well, that was a 1946 little Tudor watch. Kind of investment, kind of just seeing what you can buy with the money.
Tudor here and stuff.
No, Tudor, no, Tudor, not Tudor.
Like I thought you had like an absolute.
So Harold is a Harold is a historian. No, I've got an Omega pocket watch from the 1800s, which you can buy pretty cheap. You know, the old flip pocket watches. Paid about £60 for that.
Piggybacking on the Tudor brand.
Tudor, right? So Tudor, for people who don't know, is a watch brand which is a subdivision of Rolex. So you've got Rolex, which of course you know. Tudor is a kind of cheaper version that Rolex brought out, and now it's a standalone make on its own. But it used to be made under the Rolex umbrella.
Sounds like a scam.
Yeah, well, it's not. It's very well known. I can't believe you've not heard of Tudor. But I've got an old 1946
it's not
Tudor.
From the actual Tudor
well, mine
era.
is. No, it's not. It's called Tudor, and
yeah, so they're piggybacking on the Tudor name. I don't like that.
No, well, what they actually use the Tudor rose as their emblem on the Tudor watches. And you can actually date the Tudor watches because of the Tudor rose, whether it has a shield behind it or not.
So where is this Rolex brand from?
So Rolex is it's a Swiss brand.
Swiss. So they're basically stealing your heritage here, the great British Tudor heritage.
Yeah.
By naming their.
Well, it's a British band made in Switzerland. Well, it's all kicking off here. Okay, we're heading back with Harold.
Oh, look at this! £14 for a haircut.
That is an outrage.
Yeah, so cheap. That is ridiculous. You cannot get a haircut in Norway for under. I don't think you can get one under £30.
That is.
I think a normal haircut for a guy would be at least £50.
That's outrageous.
It is an outrage.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That is a bargain.
Yeah, where I live, it's about the same amount of money as well. I would say £14 is the going rate here, and that is for Leo's Barbers near the Westgate Towers. If you want a cheap haircut.
Yeah. Bargain.
Bargain, yeah. You don't need your haircut now, do you, before you go back?
Don't have much hair to cut now, to be honest, you know, in my 40s. So
Great one.
It's like once a year, you know, I'll trim the what's left. So
I do it myself with clippers.
I reckon maybe this year or so. You know, here's the thing, I actually prefer, my favorite haircut is no hair at all. So I'm just going to go back to razor. That's kind of my preferred.
Low maintenance, yeah.
You know, you feel fresh, no hair. That's probably what I'm going to go back to.
You've got a beard. How much maintenance is a beard?
Nothing.
Once a week trim?
No, maybe once every other month I'll do a little trim here and then that's it. Yeah. So, hair maybe like just do it myself once a month or something. So, you know, I'm not paying 50.
This is why you're so wealthy, you're saving a fortune.
And to sit down and be bored at the barber shop.
Yeah,
you know,
no, that's what I do it myself.
If I hate watches,
yeah.
I hate barber shops more.
Yeah. I've got a pair of wall clippers.
This video, 3 things Harold hates.
Yeah.
Okay,
watches.
We have watches, barbershops, BMWs.
Oh my God, I came here in a BMW today.
Whenever I'm driving a motorbike,
yeah.
the worst drivers that don't respect motorbike drivers are BMWs.
Yeah, I've actually got a BMW, but that's what I came in today. It's only one of my cars, but yeah. I do respect other drivers, I do. Yeah. So do you have a car yourself? You famously don't have vehicles, do you?
I don't have a license.
He doesn't even have a license?
No. I've always been driving motorbikes. That's it.
Have you got a bike at the moment?
I don't know. No.
What was the last bike you had? Because I used to have motorbikes, so I'm quite interested in that.
Kawasaki.
That's what, yeah.
My favorite brand.
What Kawasaki was that?
ER6N.
I know, yeah. I had a
decade ago.
ZX6R Ninja was my last Kawasaki.
Man,
they're
nice
awesome.
Bikes. I mean, they're so easy to handle. Yeah. It's kind of like you're just one with the bike and you just...
Yeah, Kawasaki make
I miss it now that I'm talking about it. So.
Yeah, yeah. My last one was a Ducati Monster 620. So before that I had the Ninja ZX6R, which was my favourite bike. That Kawasaki was my favourite. More cruisy, that was more cruisy.
Yeah. Because one of my mates who had a Ducati, I mean, sometimes his wouldn't start and then...
Mine was injection, it was pretty reliable. But they have belts, you've got to change every few thousand miles, so they're quite high maintenance. But mine was pretty reliable, but the Kawasaki is... I used to have a Honda CBR and I would say the Kawasaki was better than that. Yeah, but I've not got one at the moment. I'm out of bikes, I've got my little Pulse Boxster, which is fun.
A BMW now? So.
No, but that's a car I've had for ages, that's for long distance trips. I've got a little Pulse Boxster, which is good fun. Old one, you know? So that's kind of my motorbike with four wheels, if you know what I mean. You get a thrill out of driving that because it's fast. But yeah, can't believe you ain't got a car license. Yeah.
Always been on motorbikes, you know, it's just me, so...
That's why you always see Mr. Baldr rent motorbikes when he's abroad, and not cars. We've answered the question there.
I mean, the only problem is then, okay, you can't bring as much luggage, you know, your suitcase and so on, but I mean, cruising between cars, I mean, motorbikes are fun. I know how to drive a car, but I mean, motorbikes are more fun.
They definitely are more fun, that is for sure.
Why
more
talk
adventure.
About cars on the Watch channel?
We talk about everything on the Watch channel.
That means we ran out of topics, we're signing off.
Yeah,
we're going back to the train station.
Yeah, we're going back to the train station. We're going to say goodbye to Mr. Baldr. Thank you so much for visiting Canterbury.
Thank you for having me as your first guest here on this Watch channel.
No problem, you know. It's been an honour. Anyway, we're going to sign off.
Tudor's a scam.
Yeah, Tudor's a scam. Not really. And yeah, watches are a scam. That's what we've learned. Take care.